Hey y'all, hope all is well. Boy, I've been a little MIA. Life has been lifing, but I've been catching the shows, but I've taken some notes so I wouldn't forget. So let's get into it. So we're going to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville today. Okay, I know I missed a couple of episodes, so I'm going to go with the latest episode. I believe it's episode 3. So it left off where the previous episode left off where I guess Trish finally admits to the group that she went to Martell's house. Now, I like Trish. She's a little awkward on camera, but I think she's starting to kind of get her footing now. But honestly, how she has handled this whole issue with Martell, it's been a little bizarre. It's giving y'all done did something, but y'all not gonna talk about it. Y'all don't want to go there or whatever, because both of y'all been caught up in these lies. And if it really wasn't nothing, I don't understand why all the lying and saying one thing and it's another. So it's bizarre. But it's giving y'all went there, y'all just don't want to talk about it, which is cool. But was this during the time when he was married to Mel, or was it after the separation? Knowing that he had been dealing with coleslaw. I don't know. Just a question. But like I said, I like her. But I don't know. It's giving, it's more to the story. But so the girls had their last dinner on the trip, and they had all white on. I thought they were beautiful. Overall, I'm gonna say that I really think that this trip really accomplished a lot. They got a lot on the table. They got a lot off their chest. Good discussions. Wasn't no fighting. Wasn't the usual theatrics. You know what I'm saying? So I really think overall it was a great, mature trip. So I was glad to see that. I honestly think the only thing that really wasn't resolved was the root issue between Stormy and Mel. Um, is it because of her mom and how her mom feels about Mel? Is that what happened to them, or is there something else? I feel like I'm missing something with them. Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what is really the real issue between the two of them. Because at one point they were really tight. Mel had something like a party or something at Stormy's house, and she was kind of the one that introduced Stormy to the group and stuff. So I was really wanting to know what was really the real issue between the two of them. So, also, once again, on the trip, I'm just going to reiterate Mel's friend, she can leave her at home next time. She was just very outspoken the whole trip. I believe her name was Shanita, because the other one was pretty mute the whole time. So, which was good. But I was glad Destiny kind of chimed in there and stood up for herself at that point when Destiny was trying to explain, and Shanita kind of cut her off. Destiny pretty much checked her, and it was so needed at that time. You hadn't got on everybody's nerves. She was just a little too outspoken and trying to fight Mel's battles, and it just would have went over better as a whole if she just would have taken a back seat like the other friend and just let them ladies talk it out amongst themselves. We really got to see overall on the trip, we really got to see Mel in her true form. I know this is not a popular opinion, but I think that Mel has been playing like nice, nasty, and honestly condoning what the Mellometers are doing to people in their businesses. And she really should, granted, you cannot control people, but I really believe that she should put out that she does not condone it, and she refused to do that. So, I mean, that speaks for itself. That shows people's true character. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that this episode, well, the season, that we get to see more of the real Mel. Just her day-to-day life. I mean, her skincare, she's traveling, she's doing a lot of stuff, she's dating. I just would like to see a lot of that instead of still trying to tie her with this, marriage to Martell, and, how they're going back and forth. We ready to move on from that. So, like I said, I just want to see more of the real Mel. But overall, like I said, I really felt the trip was good. And they got a lot of real discussions out on the table. Okay, so they get back home, and Baby, when I tell you, okay, Tisha got the type of husband where you can come back home and run all the tea down. You basically have gossip, baby, because Marceau was here for it. She was having discussions with Marceau and telling him what happened on the trip and everything. And so it was funny that Marceau basically said Shanita won't be around next year because given like how, you know, Mel's track record is with her friends, they're here today and gone tomorrow. So we'll have to see how that play out. But I don't know. Shanita seemed pretty outspoken, so I don't know if it'd be hard for her to disappear. I don't know. We're gonna have to see. We'll see how that play out. But once again, they talk about the whole training issue with Trish and Martell, and I don't know. Everybody still got the same questions. That you know, what's really going on there? I have a side note on this. I just a question. The place that the house that they're showing that they're filming in this season, is that Scott Manor? Was that built? Was that the house that they had been wanting to have built? It's very nice inside, very modern. Or is this just a rental house? I was just curious. There's nothing wrong with it if it's a rental house. I just was just curious if it actually is Scott Manor, because we had been hearing about that over the past seasons, and I was wondering, was that the house? But like I said, it's very nice inside, very modernized. Children, everybody seems happy. Seems like there's plenty of space. But yeah, so wasn't much else on that one. Overall, I'm gonna say this episode really wasn't giving me anything, but at the same time, I was happy to see that nobody's arguing and fighting, because after a while, to me, that gets so old. So, but moving on. Kimmy and Maurice. I did not know Kimmy did not like girls' trips. I mean, I follow her and Tisha on Instagram, so I mean, I guess that's family trips that they do. But for the most part, I didn't know that Kimmy didn't like girls' trips. Kimmy seems very, very, very mature for the group. So I was glad that she stuck it out and hung in there, overcame the issue that she had with Nell, and they moved on. But let's see, what does my note say? Honestly, it wasn't really much there. Oh, it was interesting what Maurice was telling Kimmy about how he felt that Ken really loves Trish more than she does. And I thought that was interesting. You know, they're all from the same area, so I wonder if he knows a little something more. I thought that was interesting. But honestly speaking, on their marriage, well, not marriage, but their whole issue, their relationship and everything. I don't know. That was kind of awkward. The whole sit down with the husband, Marquez. I think that's his name. I'm not sure. Y'all tell me. Drop down in the comment. Let me know. But I thought the whole sit down with him was pretty awkward, especially when he started crying, because was that coming from a place of I want my family back, or I'm crying because I'm alone right now and I see that you got somebody and you moving on with your life? I was just a little confused at his level of crying, because he kept saying like they have something, or you know, was he just upset because they have the family unit, because Ken is in the house with the kids and this is something that he wants. But I was just a little confused, because wasn't the husband the one that left the situation? So now are you regretting walking out, leaving your family? I need a little bit more to the story, because I don't know. It was awkward and it was strange. I don't know. Trish seemed like she was uncomfortable, but I'll say she got a real one in Ken, because he seemed like he was real stand up and told Marquez that, you know, he can talk to him at any time. He basically wants a great co-parenting relationship with, you know, with the kid's father and stuff. So he seems like a really stand up dude. And I don't know what took Trish so long to move on this. Like, why did it take for you to get on the show to have a sit down with him and kind of let's finalize this so you can move on with your life? I don't know. I feel like it's more to Trish. I don't know if she isn't ready to take it to the next level with Ken, but at least be honest with him. But I'll say this, being on the reality show, it's going to test y'all relationship for real because everything's front and center. So if you did have some hangups and some reservations, it's going to come out one way or another. But I don't know. That whole, just from the time when they sat down, it was funny because the husband, Mark, I keep saying the husband because I think I'm mispronouncing his name, but Marquez, he came out pretty strong. He was like saying how they were flirty online, the communication back and forth, when he was still in the picture. So did you leave the picture because you thought that she was cheating, or you went out to do your own thing? I need a little bit more information. All right. What made you leave? Like, was you leaving because you had to travel for your job, or was it that you just wanted to just do your own thing? Like, I'm confused. Maybe I missed that. Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know. But overall, I mean, that was all that this episode was giving. Um, like I said, I'm really looking forward to a good season here. But to me, that was all that it was given. Y'all let me know if I left anything out, but that's all I have on this. But yeah, y'all don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Bye, y'all.